buried, but working its way up to that tree at the top and driving that sadness. Do you see that? We're going to talk more about my experience, and we're going to talk about how to get over this, but let's just talk now about how past trauma influences depression. So how, Wes, does this thing that you experienced when you were such a young man, how does that now, when you're 30 years later, how does that drive and make you sad now? Now think about your situation. We want to make a connection because I want you to see how the past is really affecting you now. Go back to our notes here. How does past trauma influence depression? It drives fear. It drives fear. You know what I noticed about myself over the last few years? I was so afraid. Fear. Fear of the future. Fear of trusting others. Do you think it's hard for me to trust God now that my father did that to me? It is. It's very hard. It's hard for me to trust. Fear of commitment. Fear of taking risks. Fear of moving forward. See, what is fear? What do you want to do when you're afraid? All right? So past trauma makes you afraid. Are you afraid today? Are you afraid? You see, I want to move ahead into the future. I want hope for the future. But I'm so scared because of what happened in my past, I can't go forward. So I'm just stuck in this cycle, and I just cascade down and I get sad. Do you see how that is related? It damages the self-image. Damages the self-image. It makes you think you're worthless, that you can't succeed, that you can't be happy, that there is something wrong with you. If I can't be successful, if I'm worthless, what am I going to think about the future? It's hopeless. And what does hopelessness drive? Depression. It causes false guilt. I blame myself for years for my dad leaving. From the minute he walked out the door, I was blaming myself. Blame yourself for things that are not your fault. It leads to a conviction that you don't deserve to be happy. You sinned. You're wrong. You did this. You don't deserve a good future. Creates a victim mentality. A victim mentality. The person feels that they cannot move forward into the future on their own. They need someone or something to protect them, to provide for them, or to distract them from the pain of the past. Victim. Makes you a victim. Do you agree with those? Hopefully some of you are recognizing it in your life right now. And that's a good thing. You know, it's a good thing. And that is why God has not made it better. That's why He said, no, it's not going to be a quick fix to this. This is why you pray, Lord, please, send this depression away. Send this depression away. Lord, please help me. And He's like, no. Why? So you can come and hear what I've taught this little dude from Virginia. And I put him through all kinds of stuff so he can tell you how to get free from this once and for all.